Hi, thank you for your interest in being a Teach Houston mentor teacher at the University of Houston. This video is an opportunity for you to learn more about the Teach Houston program, as well as the roles and responsibilities for mentor teachers. As you may know, there is a great need for secondary math and science teachers. The graph provided in the Ed Fuller report indicates a steady increase in the number of math and science educators teaching outside of their field in Texas. Specifically, from 2005 to 2008, there was a 65% and 30% increase in science and math teachers respectively, who did not have the appropriate qualifications to teach their assigned classes. It is clear that we need to fill our schools with better qualified educators for our students. In order to fill classrooms with high-quality new teachers, the University of Houston has created a specialized teacher preparation program called Teach Houston. Students enrolled in the Teach Houston program major in math or science and minor in education. In addition to providing the content and pedagogical knowledge, students are expected to receive their grade 8 through 12 certification after they graduate. However, to develop not just any teacher, but an effective, motivating, and caring teacher, Teach Houston has partnered with school districts such as Houston ISD, Spring Branch ISD, and Fort Bend ISD. Teachers in these districts are recruited to serve as mentors for our pre-service teachers. Our students observe the mentor teachers teaching and interacting with students, as well as provide feedback to our students on how they can improve their teaching skills. Meeting the need of preparing highly qualified teachers cannot be done in isolation. With your help, we can grow the next generation of math and science teachers. Although Teach Houston is focused on teachers in the Houston area, we are part of a national initiative known as the UTeach Institute to prepare the best and brightest to teach in our secondary schools. Beginning from the UTeach program at the University of Texas, the collaborative of universities associated with the UTeach Institute is now one of the largest and most frequently recognized teacher preparation programs in the nation. The effectiveness of this program has resulted in several replication sites across the country. As you can see from the map, the UTeach program has been replicated at other prestigious universities, such as UC Berkeley in California, the University of Colorado at Boulder, and the University of Florida. Not only is the University of Houston among these well-regarded institutions, Teach Houston forged their path by being the first UTeach replication site. As pre-service teachers graduate and enter a classroom, they begin to affect approximately 120 students, if not more, annually. Based on the projections from UTeach, by the year 2019, almost 4 million students will be served by Teach Houston, UTeach, and other replication sites. Therefore, your role as a mentor has a significant impact on students you will never meet, but will indirectly affect. To impact the 4 million students, the Teach Houston program is working diligently to recruit, encourage, and cultivate tomorrow's teachers. As you can see from the graph, although Teach Houston began in 2007 with 14 students, the program has grown steadily with over 300 more students in fall 2010. While these numbers are notable, the larger goal is to increase enrollment to 600 students in order to graduate 100 pre-service teachers annually by the year 2015. But what does it mean to be in the Teach Houston program as a student? All students complete 5 field-based courses as seen in pink. In Step 1, students try out teaching in an elementary classroom using 5E lessons and decide whether they like kids or are up to the challenges of delivering hands-on instruction. In Step 2, students expand their experiences to middle school classrooms and begin to write their own student-centered and motivating lessons. As compared to Step 1 and Step 2, students in classroom interactions and multiple teaching strategies further develop their pedagogical content knowledge and lesson writing skills in high school classrooms. In the final semester, students are placed in a high school classroom with a cooperating teacher to complete student teaching. Therefore, Teach Houston needs mentors at all levels in our program. Specifically, Teach Houston is seeking math and science teachers who are excellent at teaching and are able to provide a supportive learning environment where pre-service teachers can experience the success and challenges of working in real classrooms. The hope is for mentor teachers to join Teach Houston's efforts to make a difference with future teachers and indirectly future students. After talking to students, Teach Houston came up with a picture of the perfect mentor. First, very good mentors communicate with mentees using email and cell phones or texting if needed. Second, ideal mentor teachers share their tool belt of ideas and strategies with their mentees so they can write fun, engaging, and objective-driven lesson plans. Next, attentive mentors interject comments or questions in class to help mentees if they get stuck or misstate important content. Excellent mentors also listen to students' level of questions, their directions, and any concerns they might have. Creative mentor teachers also encourage students not to rely too heavily on direct instruction, as found in many textbooks. Instead, mentors encourage students to think outside of the box to help students explore and discover what they are learning. When mentees teach, helpful mentors remind the pre-service teachers how much time they have left in class and inform the mentees early if the day's schedule changes. Good mentors also walk around the room to ensure students are learning and not being disruptive to the pre-service teacher. Effective mentor teachers are also like Honest Abe when giving feedback to students so they can improve their teaching skills. Effective teachers look carefully and critically at lesson plans in order to ensure that the level of instruction expected from the students is possible. Finally, the best mentors have a warm heart that is encouraging of their pre-service teacher and remembers that with more experience and reflection, they will someday be amazing teachers. Now that we've described the characteristics of a perfect mentor, let's review the mentor-teacher responsibilities. These responsibilities can be divided into 3 areas: supervision, coaching, and communication. Regarding supervision, it is a non-negotiable that mentors are to be present in the room at all times during the mentee's visits. Further, it is expected that the mentor assumes primary responsibility for classroom management. It is a good idea to explain to the class of students before the Teach Houston students arrive why they are visiting the classroom. As a coach to these pre-service teachers, mentors are asked to share materials that will help the mentees write their lesson plans. In addition, mentors can coach pre-service teachers by asking clarifying questions during the lesson to help the students along. Finally, mentors are expected to communicate effectively and in a timely manner with mentees. Specifically, mentors need to provide TEKs or objectives to mentees about 4 weeks before the teaching date. Before and after the lesson, mentors can provide constructive feedback to the Teach Houston students about their plans and delivery. All mentors have a minimal amount of paperwork to submit. First, mentors are requested to submit their class schedule in order to be paired with students. Second, high school and middle school mentors should complete a Teach Houston contract since they are providing lots of feedback on original lesson plans. Third, all mentors should complete a feedback form for each mentee after each taught lesson. Similarly, at the end of the semester, mentors should complete a final evaluation of the students that reflects over the time in their classroom. When you meet your mentee for the first time, it's important to share some information. First, exchange email addresses and cell phone numbers or other emergency contact information. You'll also want to agree on effective modes of communication. You should also schedule the observation and teach dates and time spans for the semester. Remember to look at the course calendar and your calendar in order to ensure that the dates that you choose are going to work. Agree as well to the TEKs or objectives that are going to be taught. Finally, discuss any class expectations, rules, and procedures. Encourage the students to practice using your classroom rules and procedures as they teach. Thank you for taking the time to view the Mentor Teacher video. You can contact the master teachers through the phone number on the screen, or you can look up more information about mentoring at the Teach Houston website. We again thank you very much for your time and your efforts this semester as you work with our students. We look forward to them growing and graduating and becoming your colleagues. Thank you again and have a great semester. Go Cougs!